Welcome to the English Mood Podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to English Mood Podcast. I'm Nora, your host, and I'm so happy you're here today. In today's episode, we're going to practice a powerful technique called shadowing. But before we start the story, let me explain what shadowing is, how to do it, and why it can completely change your English. Shadowing is a speaking technique where you listen to audio and repeat what you hear almost at the same time as the speaker. You try to speak along with the audio, just like a shadow follows a person. You listen. You repeat. You copy the pronunciation, the rhythm, the intonation, and even the emotion. At first, it might feel difficult. Your brain may feel tired. You might miss some words. That's completely normal. Shadowing trains your brain to process English faster. It helps you connect listening and speaking together. You can pause after each sentence and repeat it if speaking at the same time feels too fast. As you practice more, you'll be able to shadow in real time. Today's shadowing story is about a simple day in someone's life. It describes one full day from morning until night. You'll hear many common verbs and everyday expressions. These are the kinds of sentences you can use in your real life. As you listen, imagine the scenes. Visualize the day. Feel the emotions. Try to live inside the story. Now take a deep breath. Get ready. And let's begin. I wake up at 6:30 in the morning. The alarm rings and I slowly open my eyes. The sun is starting to rise and soft light comes through the window. I turn off the alarm and stretch my arms above my head. I take a deep breath and sit up. I feel a little sleepy, but also calm. It's a new day. I get out of bed and walk to the window. I open the curtains and look outside. The weather is cool and fresh. The sky is light blue with a few white clouds. The air looks clean and the trees move gently in the wind. I check the temperature on my phone. It's going to be a mild day, not too hot and not too cold. Perfect. I make my bed and tidy up my room. Then I go to the bathroom. I wash my face with cold water, brush my teeth, and look at myself in the mirror. I smile and say quietly, "Let's have a good day." After that, I go to the kitchen. I feel hungry, so I decide to make breakfast. I open the fridge and take out some eggs, cheese, and vegetables. I chop the vegetables, crack the eggs into a bowl, and mix everything together. While I cook, I make a cup of coffee. The smell of fresh coffee fills the kitchen. I love that smell. It makes me feel awake and ready. I sit down at the table and eat slowly. I don't rush. I check my messages, read a few emails, and look at my schedule for the day. I have a meeting in the morning and some work to finish in the afternoon. After breakfast, I wash the dishes and clean the kitchen. Then I go back to my room to get dressed. I choose a comfortable outfit. I check the weather again and decide to take a light jacket with me. At 8 o'clock, I leave the house. The air feels cool on my face. I lock the door and walk to my car. The street is quiet, but I can see a few people walking their dogs or waiting for the bus. I start the car and drive to work. On the way, I listen to music. Sometimes I sing along. Traffic is not too heavy today, so I arrive on time. I park the car, grab my bag, and walk into the building. I say good morning to my coworkers and sit at my desk. I turn on my computer and check my to-do list. First, I answer some emails. Then I prepare for the meeting. I review my notes and organize my thoughts. At 10 o'clock, I walk into the meeting room and greet everyone. We discuss new ideas, share updates, and ask questions. I take notes and give my opinion. The meeting lasts about an hour. When it finishes, I feel productive. Around noon, I start to feel hungry again. I decide to take a lunch break. I go to a small cafe near the office. I order a sandwich and a bottle of water. I sit by the window and watch people walk by. Some people are in a hurry. Some people are talking on the phone. Some people are laughing with friends. I enjoy observing them. After lunch, I walk back to the office. The afternoon is usually quieter. I focus on my tasks. I write reports, make phone calls, and respond to messages. At 3 o'clock, I feel a little tired, so I stand up and stretch. I make another cup of coffee and take a short break. I look outside and notice that the sky has changed. Dark clouds are slowly moving in. By 5 o'clock, I finish my work for the day. I shut down my computer, say goodbye to my coworkers, and leave the building. When I step outside, I feel a small drop of rain on my hand. It starts to rain lightly. I walk quickly to my car and drive home carefully. The rain becomes heavier, and I turn on the windshield wipers. I drive more slowly and pay attention to the road. After about 20 minutes, I arrive home. I park the car, run to the door, and go inside. I take off my shoes and jacket and feel relieved to be home. I change into comfortable clothes and sit on the couch for a few minutes. I take a deep breath and relax. Later, I decide to cook dinner. I turn on some music and start preparing the ingredients. I cut vegetables, boil some pasta, and cook chicken in a pan. While I cook, I think about my day. I think about what went well and what I can improve tomorrow. I set the table and enjoy my dinner quietly. After eating, I wash the dishes and clean the kitchen again. In the evening, I like to spend some time for myself. Sometimes I read a book. Sometimes I watch a series. Tonight, I decide to read. I sit on the sofa with a blanket and open my book. The rain is still falling outside. The sound is soft and peaceful. After reading for about an hour, I start to feel sleepy. I check my phone one last time, brush my teeth, and get ready for bed. I turn off the lights and lie down. I think about 3 good things that happened today. Then I close my eyes. Slowly, I fall asleep. That is one simple day from morning to night. Now, let's talk about how you can use this episode for shadowing practice. First, listen again and focus on the verbs. Notice how often we used common verbs like wake up, get up, go, make, take, eat, drive, work, think, feel, decide, start, finish, and relax. These are high-frequency verbs. You need them every day in English. Second, pay attention to the transitions. Words like then, after that, while, later, around, by, when help you tell a story smoothly. Third, notice the pronunciation. English has rhythm. Some words are stressed and some words are reduced. Try to copy that rhythm. When you shadow, don't speak too loudly. Speak naturally. Relax your mouth. Move your lips clearly. And most importantly, don't stop when you make a mistake. Just continue. Consistency is key. If you practice shadowing for 10 to 15 minutes every day, you will see progress. Maybe not in 1 week. Maybe not in 2 weeks. But after 1 month, you will feel the difference. Your listening will become easier. Your speaking will become smoother. And your confidence will grow. Now it's your turn. Replay this episode. Shadow it again. Practice until the sentences feel natural in your mouth. And if you enjoyed this episode, please follow English Mood Podcast and share it with your friends who are learning English. You can also write in the comments and tell me, what does your typical day look like? Try to describe it in English. Use the verbs and expressions from today's story. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I'm Nora, and this was English Mood Podcast. Keep practicing. Keep improving. See you in the next episode. Bye for now.